Going live. I'm gearing up for the season, and so it looks kind of like a great. If you can see that, we got a couple guys doing some mechanic work. Let's see. What's up? I'm just going live. Just showing people what we're doing right now. What are we doing? Hell yeah! Every year, just upgrading a little bit. Just kinking out, fixing the kinks. Things that could be tweaked a little bit better. Yeah. So I've been trying to organize. Oh, it's dark in here. Let's see. So I've got my sprinkler parts kind of put away. I still have a bunch of stuff here that need to go, but have a bunch of inventory in here, getting it all ready. Got a lot of free time since it hasn't been snowing, which is a whole nother thing. I mean, we're actually pretty geared up for snow, but we haven't been plowing as much just because the weather has been bad. So, but anyway, I got back from Landscape Summit in Washington. It was really cool. Kind of inspired me a little bit to keep making videos. I met a lot of people that watched my videos, and I thought that was really cool. So I said to myself, I'm going to try harder to keep making videos. So anyway, I'm just here, about to head out. But I thought before I leave, I might as well try and do a live and maybe talk to chat with somebody comes on. What's up, John? By the way, it was really fun hanging with you. I wish you would have came to the B&B. I don't think we would have partied too hard, but I don't know. I think that would have been fun. So anyway, maybe we'll meet up another time, or I'll go out to Texas. Maybe you'll take me out for a flight. Maybe I'll pay for the VIP the VIP treatment. I don't know what that entails. Flying first class on one of your planes, that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I am just kind of hanging out before we all leave. I was just about to leave, and then I realized, man, everything is just kind of just thrown everywhere here. Because actually, I want to show you something in my tent. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the video, so if you're writing comments, I'm not seeing them right now. So my landlord, let's see if I can do this. My landlord was taking so long to get back to me on whether I could put concrete down. So I decided that I'm not going to wait, but I'm not going to violate any terms. So I put down wood floors on this whole side. So we've got a kitchen here. Obviously, things are still unorganized because we've got everything on this side. So we've got a little kitchen here. Got my mechanics little cubby here area. This is where he fixes equipment in the mornings. Ooh. And then here's where we're going to have some parts for vehicle repairs, things like that. Again, it's still not in order, but that's what that's for. This is actually going to be an office, so we've enclosed it. So let me get farther back. That's going to be an office with a desk and everything. We've got lights up here. So for now, I've got lights set up. It's just to get us by for now. We'll work on something better. And then this room is the welding room. So right now, because we're still unorganized, we've got the welding machine over there. But yeah, this four-wheeler was sitting here for a while, and my guys got it working. They're messing around in the yard with it. Let's see, John. Nice way to utilize the space. Thank you. So I'm thinking on that side, I'm going to have it separated. We're obviously going to have a place for the equipment when it's broke to put it over there. Sorry, I'm getting an email. Just reading it. We've blasted out all to our garden flower bed maintenance customers, asking if they want to be put on the schedule. So we're getting a bunch of emails with questions or just people saying yes or people saying no, sadly. Anyway, so I want to make a section for when equipment's broke. We'll put it in there, and in the morning, my mechanic comes, works on that. Hopefully, it'll be ready before the mow guys come. That's what we did last year, and it worked really well. Really, really well. Um, this will all come together. We still have time, but it's right around the corner, you know? But yeah, so we last year, a week from basically today, last year, we started sending out prepay letters. And so that's when I think the season really starts. When people are calling, they're paying, they're putting their card on file, the office is buzzing. That's what I call the start of the season. And last year we did that the last week of January. So that's coming up right now. And I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to start sending out those blasts, start getting prepayments. By the way, I love prepayments. I know there's some people out there that don't like them. I get in some heated debates with some good friends that don't like doing prepayments, but it's not like everybody in your client list will do it. Okay? If every single person prepaid and you gave a 5% discount or whatever you do for a prepay, I get it. I wouldn't do it either. But it's a handful out of the, 1,600 customers. What's up, Troy? Out of the 1,600 customers, only 150, 200 will prepay. Actually, if you think about it this way, out of the 500 Mo customers that we have, maybe 80 to 90 will prepay. That's a big number, but it's not like everybody's doing it. The second thing is, if you're really worried about the discount, I know this isn't so I'm going to get hell, especially probably from you, John. Um, Lower the budget hours of how fast you need to get that yard done. But those prepays will pay for mow equipment, better trucks, guys working in the wintertime, making sure all this is up and running. It's little tiny sacrifices that some of your mow guys are going to have to do. Maybe they got to go on that yard 5 minutes faster, okay, because that person paid $3 less than they're supposed to because you did a 5% discount. All right, I'm not here to argue on why you should do prepays. I'm just trying to tell you it's not all that bad. And plus, you get all that money up front. Some people ask me, well, what do you do with the money? Well, we need a trailer. I need another dump trailer. One's in the shop right now. It's amazing, game changer. Those things aren't cheap right now. Um, right now, you can't buy anything new and used. Everything's new. Everybody that has a used trailers is renting them out. Because by now I would have already had one. But I've been buying a bunch of stuff. I got a flatbed that's supposed to go on an F-250. I got this tip trailer used from a friend. That I got from a friend, but it's not the kind of dump trailer that I need. I actually joked around with one of my garden guys and said, look, dude, I got you your dump trailer. Oh, man. He just stood there kind of dumbstruck like, I don't know what to say right now. So anyway, I told him what it was. And that way we can get the MT100 where we need to go. And we're going to paint that, by the way. That's going to be painted Long Thumbs blue. because when we're taking this decked out MT100 to somebody's house, we need to get there with a decent looking trailer. That one looks old, cheap, used. Image. You got to make sure your image looks good when you're on those properties. So that's definitely not ready to go at a customer's house. And by the way, the reason why you want your image to be good is so you can charge more. You know, if if I just took that, um, I don't know, I wouldn't feel right charging my prices. I feel like it just it wouldn't sit right with the customer probably. But anyway, so I don't need to go on and on about why prepays are good. Trying to think if I had another point why they would be good. But again, if you're worried about the man hour rates with the prepayments, just lower the man hour rates by 5 minutes. And I would even tell your workers, look, hey, on this one, it's budgeted for 34 minutes, but you're gonna have to get it done in 30 minutes because they prepaid. That's why you have this new trimmer in your hand. So I don't know, just a thought. But by the way, on that landscape summit that I went to in Washington, Mike Andy's conference, it was great. Um, the conference itself, I've been to much bigger production, better food ones, but for the price, for what it was, you knew it was a Mike Andy's event, so that's basically what you would go to that for, you know. Plus, um, it is geared for more, 500,000 or less. So I think that made it more comfortable for a lot of the attendees. So because of all that, I really enjoyed it. Had a really good time talking to everybody in there. Um, but yeah, compared to the Service Autopilot conference, I don't know. It doesn't compare. You know, way more variety of speakers. The food is just incredible at one of those places. But for what it was great. So I thought it was cool. What I took away from that meeting, or from that whole thing, was, um, and when you go to these conferences, you have to kind of go into it with a little bit of something that you're wanting to get out of it. Like in my case, I didn't necessarily want to get how to hire people, but I wanted to get how to retain employees, how to keep them, how to make the culture better. So I was always like on a lookout for that. I was really sensitive to hearing anything to do with that. And one of the cool things I got out of there was, and it was just Mike just mentioned it briefly, but it was like I ran with it. He said something like, I don't remember what he said, but he said ESL, English as a second language. Maybe your guys would benefit from that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have two employees that actually pay for English classes, and they go every morning before they come to work. And I thought, why don't I pay for that? And I have it here at the shop so that the guys in the morning can kind of take advantage of that. So we've been looking for tutors now. We've got a candidate. The issue we're having is some of the guys that take the class, the ESL class in the mornings before they come to work. They say it's better that the tutor's there in person. And a lot of these tutors that we're talking to, and I don't really want a tutor to come to the shop, to be honest with you. I'd rather have it online and have whoever's in the classroom here at the shop take advantage of it. So if 10 guys show up, they're going to talk to 10 employees. If only one shows up, you're going to just talk to one. If nobody shows up, well, I'll still pay for that block, just so that tutor keeps coming and keeps taking us serious. So that was something I ran. I mean, right when Mike mentioned ESL, I text my office manager, and she went off and running. She went on Indeed, she went on Facebook, put a blast out there, got a bunch of responses. We haven't um, dialed anything in yet because it is wintertime. We're just kind of wanting to get information, and I don't think I have any guys right now that are willing to come just for that and just to leave. And plus, I don't know if they're going to even come back next year, the ones that I was thinking of this for. So, but anyway, one of the things that I decided with the office while we're still thinking about it uh, on that subject was let's sponsor any employees' kids that are in any sports, band, Lego, whatever they're into. I think we should have a budget to buy them the best cleats, bats, jerseys, like make them look like the coolest kids on the baseball field, you know? And if they play band, I don't know what they do, but maybe we buy their instrument. You know what I mean? I think those are things that I feel will not only like make the employee happy, and apparently when I mentioned that, one of the employees said that I did that for their daughter when they were in color guard. He said that I sponsored them, and honestly, I don't remember doing that. Um, but when somebody needs something, I'm always trying to figure out ways to help them, and so uh, I sadly I don't remember doing that. But maybe now that we'll actually have a real policy in place, um, and maybe I'll go to Foot Locker or wherever to buy the stuff with them. I think that's the kind of stuff that I want to try doing next year. I've also been making business cards for all the employees. I started with the ones that are working in the wintertime right now. I haven't I haven't had them. I haven't paid to have them shipped or anything yet because I'm still making sure they're all looking good. But I'm making business cards for everybody, and everybody's got a unique phone number, not their own phone number, a phone number that I have through my CRM that I'm applying to each card for each employee. So if they give that card out to a potential prospect for mowing or for any services that we do, when the call comes in, we'll track who gave them the phone number. And I want to pay them for that referral fee every single lead that we close. So I'm thinking they're going to get $25 for every lead they close. And I'll pay that out at the end of each month. I don't really know yet how I'm going to pay it out, but I'm definitely going to pay it out. And then on the other side of the card, it basically says, if you're interested in working here, we want you. And so basically, I'm going to give them $200 if the person that we hire makes it, you know, like, I don't know, a month, 3 weeks, but we're going to do that. I want to focus on that so that these guys can start making extra money. Thomas, lawn care, hello, what's up? And again, sorry guys, if I'm not reading all your messages, comments, I'm kind of looking away from the camera. This is my first time really doing. I did a Facebook Live like 5 years ago, and I've never done one since. So this is my first one. So if I missed your message, sorry about that. Type it again. If there was a way for me to see them, let me see here. Nope, I just closed my screen out. So anyway, I'll try and do a better job next time. By the way, what does everybody want me to make content on? Right now, I'm thinking of trying to make content on how we're starting the season. Like we're getting the trucks ready. We're going to do prepay letters, emails, blasts. We're focusing on training. Training is huge this year. So all the division managers are like pumping out slides so that we can do classroom training and then on the job training. My landscape foreman, we basically want to try and duplicate him, and he's also kind of getting up there in age, and he even told us that he can only see he sees a couple years that he could just keep working as hard as he's working now for a couple more years. So we're starting to put out bids now. Commercial properties mowing does not start till March. Eden, yeah, mowing. We start lawn care services in March as well. Um, but we still got guys working here because of saving from the year, so we can afford to have them in the wintertime. So if it snows, we've got guys working. But yeah, I'm excited to start mowing this year. The thing is, though, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried because I raised my prices in August. I raised my prices in August, and I'm scared. I didn't raise them then. I said we're going to raise them at the start of the season because we were doing okay, and we had 500 lawn accounts, and we had guys just working so much, and I just wanted to just keep that going. I didn't want to lose even one customer. And I know you don't really lose many when you raise your prices. I know that. We were just in the zone, and I didn't want to mess with it anyway. I just wanted to warn them every single customer was getting a price increase, not people that I really like or people that have been with me for 10 years. They weren't getting saved. Everybody was getting an increase because you know how it is. My average employee is in the 20s, and they work 55 hours on average, mow crew, not to mention the garden crews. Those guys work even more. And so, you know, you factor all that in to fill that gas tank, 800 bucks a week, and that's not even including their trucks. Every truck is like $100 a week. So, had to raise the prices up, but I wanted to do it next year. So this year, I feel like we're gonna lose some customers. I don't know. We ended with around 480 customers last year. I don't know what we're gonna end with this year, you know. And our policy is just to kind of go, you know, April, go. The ones that ended the season and said, cancel my service, take me off your list forever, those customers aren't, we're not going back to them because they clearly said they didn't want it. But anybody that just said, hey, pause my service for the year, we're just starting. Like that's been our policy for 3 years. This will be our third year doing it that way. And it's really nice. You know, we sent emails at the end of the season letting them know that that's our policy. Hey, we're going to keep going till the snow's on the ground, and we'll start up again in April. We'll let you know about the spring services starting in March. But other than that, we're going to keep going until the snow's on the ground. And so we went into December, but I have a feeling I'm going to lose a lot of customers. But I've got I've got a plan for that, um, and but I don't want to go into that now. I know I've probably got a couple employees that watch this, and I want to tell them our strategy during our kickoff, which will be February 28th. Yeah, so the last day of February, basically the day before we start the spring services. Um, we're going to shake things up a little bit, but I think everybody's going to be really happy. Um, so that's kind of what's going on now. I see these guys are wrapping up, so I'm going to head out. Season's about to start right around the corner, guys. Let's get it. All right, see ya.